if you ruin my carrots. You are ruining my carrots. We're gonna have words later. Hello, current friends and maybe friends alike. My name is Marchelin. Friends call me March, and thanks for joining me on today's adventure. Fish. I'm just hanging out with my favorite new axolotls. Yeah, thanks for coming on in and joining me on today's adventure. It's sure to be an interesting one. I have really one goal in mind today, and it's to get a trident. The odds are not in my favor when it comes to getting a trident, but that's what I want. I love the sword, I love the looting, but the trident, it calls to me. Before we get going in acquiring that trident, or at least doing our best to try and get one, we have a couple things around the base that we need to take care of first. One of which being just my inventory. As ever, I have filled it with garbage. Lovely, lovely, wonderful garbage. So I'm just gonna like dump this into chests. And we should check on our villagers. I made some changes once again to the area. I've created this so you might remember from my last episode, I was trying to get May to stop walking onto and over the carpet. And I created like a double barrier. Yeah, turns out that didn't work either. And I figured out why. My pit wasn't deep enough. It needs to be at least 4 blocks deep, not 3. That way, because what was happening with May's pathing is she was seeing under the carpet and 3 blocks wouldn't be enough to hurt her. So that was still a valid space for her to walk on. But 4 blocks, that means she's not gonna walk over this carpet anymore. That's also, hang on, let's actually quickly, more emeralds. Thank you, May. That is also why April keeps walking on her own carpet. This is definitely not 3 blocks deep under here. So, oh, darn it. The golems! Well, April, I guess you have house guests forever. I don't know if they're gonna walk back over this carpet. I guess it'll be safe though. Anyway, I could dig out the block underneath here, and I probably will at some point. Oh, that area looks just so much better than it used to. I love this. It's so pretty. In my inventory, you can also see I have a brand new fishing rod. All kitted out and ready to go with Lure and Luck of the Sea 3 and Unbreaking 3 and Mending. I've been using this just to do some fishing. I actually set up an automatic AFK fishy farm inside my spider spawner, which is now what that weird jet out is. That way I can kind of do 2 things at the same time. I can get some XP and I can also fish. It does probably reduce the number of spiders spawning because I'm not close enough to the spawner for lots of spiders. But I mean, sometimes I need fish, so sacrifices. Speaking of which, since we're gonna go after a trident today, I think I'm gonna actually need to make some boots of depth strider. I am not happy about it, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you have to let the utility win out rather than the actual desire to not wear armor. So we're just gonna real quick, see if we can't get... Wow, that wasn't even planned. I thought I was gonna have to cycle with some books, but here we are. Not the best boots in the world, but I mean, it's what we got. I might just go put mending on this, maybe? See, the problem is I accidentally combined the wrong boots earlier, so now I have 2 different feather falling boots. One of them has frostwalk. Oh, actually, wait, feather... Maybe these 2 can go together? Wait, is that true? If that's true... Oh, they can go together. Oh, this is perfect. Does that actually... Doesn't really do much for the protection. I'm not gonna get protection 4 out of this. So my question... Do I have a book that could help here? I have Feather Falling 3. I think Feather Falling 4? Could be Feather Falling 4. So I could put that book on there. Protection. I just have a straight up protection book 4. I could use that, but if I wait until I can get a book of protection 2 to put on these boots. There's the angle. Do I have leather? I don't want to have to go hurt the cows again. Ooh, I actually do have leather. It's in my fishing farm. One of the junk items you get sometimes is leather. So I'll just make a couple books for that real fast. I messed up. Oh no! Well. We're doing it again. Oh, I needed all that stuff though. I'm not gonna have the levels in order to like do this. So that's a fun one. Alright, I'm gonna go get all my stuff and put everything back in order. Hold on. Oh, my iron up there. Oh, that's lame. That's my shield. I hear like a baby zombie, I think. Which I don't appreciate. None of my stuff is in order. Rats. No. Oh no! You have armor. I don't like that. I don't want to play with you. Well, so after my little disaster, we no longer have the levels to either cycle the enchantments or even combine those boots together, like was my intention. So we're just gonna have to rock the Protection 3 Depth Strider 3. It's fine, at least it's something. Before I can get going though, I have to quickly make some potions of water breathing, because finding a trident is going to require, well, being underwater quite a bit. I don't exactly have a plan coming out here. My plan kind of goes like this. Find a deep ocean biome. Or like a little, you know, drowned city thing, which honestly not that hard to find. Find one of those. Drink the invisibility potions. Also, find a dolphin. And hopefully, all of that will work. Oh, maybe I should have made fence posts. First my lack of foresight. Okay, there's a dolphin. Can I leave my boat here? Because, like, the dolphin's gonna be faster, right? Alright, will this work? Can I put you up? Whoa! Yeah, the dolphin's way faster. Does this work? Ooh, you can do it. And I'm drowning. Excellent. So do I leave the boat here, or do I just kind of lead the dolphin with the lead? I don't have an answer. Oh, this is way faster. Wow. And you're still here. Whoa, leads are great for this. Who knew? Whoa. Okay, well, this is a bit of a game changer in and of itself. But I still need to find some drowned. Okay, so drowned don't spawn very often with tridents. That's for sure. It's a pretty low chance. I don't remember exactly how much, somewhere around 16%. And then if I actually manage to find one with a trident, getting it to let go of the trident is also a to-do. Ooh, cold. That's pretty. Very cool. that's creepy. Oh, that polar bear has a cub. Definitely, and I'm underwater. No! Yes, invisibility. Ooh, you have a trident, don't you? You do. Invisibility potions do not work if you're right next to the mobs. Alright, we're going to just... I think we're just gonna ambush this guy. Oh, you throw so fast. Ah, no trident. Not this time. As long as I don't lose my dolphin friend, this is gonna be pretty quick. Ooh, nice jump. Very cool. Very stylish. 10 out of 10. You're holding just the flesh of your brethren. That's cool. Good for you. But yeah, it's like 16% or something close to that for them holding a trident. And then it's like at best it's around 10% that they drop it if you have like looting. It's not very good. And I'm not seeing very many drowned here. So maybe we just head back and forth between this one and the other one. The one that we were just at. Little baby drowned. Oop, that was nauseating. Oop, Trident. You did! You dropped it! Yes! Oh, we got a trident! That didn't actually take too long! We got one! Yes! Well... Second try, actually. Second trident spawn. And we got it! Which is good, because I was realizing that I did not bring enough, like, potions for, like, an extended everything. So, given how fast I actually ended up with the trident, I felt like, yeah, maybe I had time today just to sort of play with the sea turtles. I've got myself some seagrass, and ultimately, I need turtle eggs. So, I don't know where they're heading, though. Where is your breeding ground? Is it not up here? Looks like it might be. Dolphin just really wants to hang out with me, which is really nice. Oh, you're already... Well, you know what? You can just eat some seagrass. You can just have some. Well, I'm gonna just, like, eat some carrot cake in celebration of getting a trident and just sort of wait on whatever it is that these guys do. Which I'm not exactly sure what that is. I have a feeling you're having a little bit of trouble. There we go. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa, buddy! What are you doing? Is this normal? Is this normal behavior? Alright, I'm gonna sleep this one off. Oh my goodness. Eggs! I saw those. You did it. That was a bit of a to-do, huh? Alright, so let's see if we can get this guy and the other guy and get them to also do the same thing. And remember to breathe. Breathing is the key to life. Oh, I think, yep, there they go. Excellent. So you did lay some eggs. That's cool. I actually want them, though. to be honest. So I'm just gonna grab these. Don't be mad. Okay. There we go. You guys figuring it out? The turtles are very silly. Oh. Are you going again? Going into dig mode? Oh! Yep, there we go. Maybe. They're thinking about it. There we go. Good job. I actually don't think I really want to take too many more of their eggs. So maybe I just let these hatch. Get some scoots. Some little scoot shells. I will need this for a potion at some point, but it does take turtles a really long time for their eggs to hatch. And in the meantime, everything has like a desire to see them smashed. More eggs! Yay! Look at all the eggs they've laid. And we should gather some seagrass while we're waiting too. Then I can use this in the axolotl pool and wherever else I want to. Breathing, breathing, right, come on, March. You gotta remember, breathing, really important in this game and in life. Nice job, nice effort. You did it. It took you a really long time to figure that out though. Look at all the eggs that you have though. It's wonderful. Okay, that's I don't know if we're gonna get some scoots today. Just looking at how long it takes for these eggs to hatch. It's like 4 to 5 in-game days. That's such a long period of time. They also apparently progress faster overnight. And since I often skip through the night for safety reasons, well, maybe we just gather these eggs and come back to the scoots another day. Yeah, we'll come back to the scoots another day. What? Oh, a pufferfish. Hello. He kind of startled me. I didn't know what I was looking at for a moment. Breathing, breathing. I gotta do that thing. I was gonna take another invisibility potion, but I already drank them all. So that would have made running through the forest at night a little safer. That would have made getting through the nether safer. But I suppose safety is overrated. Like when I threw myself off that cliff. Or when I keep forgetting repetitively that I need to breathe. You know, all that good stuff. Alright, I would like to not be here for a long period of time. I'm holding very valuable merchandise. Uh-oh. 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 I keep getting stuck on the cliffs, and the spiders are definitely taking advantage. Away! Away with you! I have murdered thousands of your kind. Thousands. Alright, we made it back. Oh, feels much better. I'm going to immediately put this trident into this chest. We will, probably between episodes, work on putting mending on it and then getting it fixed up and then enchanted. So We can no longer ever die and lose this. That would just be the worst timeline. All right, with our seagrass, we're just gonna plant a little bit of this. We're just gonna make this look a little nicer. Really no rhyme or reason to where I'm putting it. We're just gonna do it. Oh my gosh, air. All the time with the air. Hi everyone, and welcome to a new segment that I am calling March's Kitchen Corner, where every episode from here on out we're going to be sampling one of Minecraft's fine dishes. Mainly because we have an advancement tied to that called a balanced diet. This advancement involves eating one of 40 items that are in Minecraft as of 1.18. So that's a lot of items. I've already eaten 9, as you can see, but I haven't really been keeping track of which 9 I ate. So from here on out, I'm just gonna make a couple of dishes every episode, and I'll check them off the list, and we'll just work through them in the segment March's Kitchen Corner. So today, what is our first meal? Oops, I'm gonna have to fix that. Cooked salmon. Okay, we can do that. I have a little food chest right here. And let's get out our salmon. Put it in our smoker, which cooks things super quickly. And we'll get to work on eating that as soon as I get hungry. Let's eat the first cooked salmon. Great. It was delicious. I don't know, I like fish. Fish are great. I know I'm not looking forward to eating some of the foods in Minecraft, but fish? Can't go wrong with that. Okay. Okay, now that I've worked up a bit of an appetite, we can try out the second food of the day. Salmon. I already ate salmon. Wait, does it just mean like just raw salmon? Can I eat that? Oh, you can. Okay, well, it's like sushi then. I suppose that's okay. Although, I wonder how long I've had that, like, who knows how long I've had that fish for, just sitting in that chest. Sushi, it was not. Okay, and finally, the last food for today. Oh, pufferfish. Is that edible too? Yeah, it must be. I don't know if I would, like, want to just straight up eat a pufferfish. But then again, isn't that what, like, a fugu fish is? Oh yeah, I didn't prepare that one correctly at all. Ooh. Ooh, that's trippy. Well then. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to sleep that one off. That did a number on me. So everyone, that's gonna do it for March's Kitchen Corner for the episode. Yep. This is happening now. I think I'm just gonna end here for today. It was a pretty successful episode. Not only did we get a trident, which I was definitely after, we also got turtle eggs. So I'm really happy with how today went. I want to thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. So until then, stay well. Bye!